Some often say we cannot know everything there is to how things are or how things work, as far as we may have come in life, such as how we've evolved, grown, and adapted. But there are many things that still evade our own understanding, even the complexities of our own minds, though through living, a further understanding can be revealed as well. There is comfort in the thought that we are but a result of a universe understanding itself. We are not even newborns in comparison to the age of our universe. Perhaps if we humans live and strive long enough to learn more about it, maybe the universe will reveal itself to us in a way that we've never understood, far beyond what we know now, but in the far distant future. What if it can reach out to us and teach us the fact that it itself is still changing beyond the scope of how our minds currently understand this universe and the world around us? Just as we discover new life forms here on this planet alone, for which we then seek to learn about it, how it lives, how it mates or reproduces, what it eats, etc. And sometimes we learn something new about it that completely baffles our current understanding of life. As I often sit, pondering, I often say in thought that if there was some higher being, an entity, a phenomena, a way of order guided by the unseen, but not a being or something which takes or holds a physical form, which it also determines how we have the ability to take hold of a form of life to live, such as ours, to which we are capable of having thoughts in general. Wanting this to somehow speak to me, to reach out to me in a way that is beyond the ways in which our brains and senses is used, to aid in our ability to understand the environment around us, so as to influence me in an unknown manner, but enough for me to be impacted by it. Many are afraid of the unknown, especially when near death. Fear often becomes ever more dominant in this situation. Some don't experience it, or at least do not display it due to numerous different reasons. Happiness and fulfillment can often provide one a sense of personal comfort, and in such, dull such fear from ever appearing. But it's never truly absent. In this case, it is often only felt deeply within, but not enough in which it encompasses one's entire mindset, and thus expressing of it visibly. But is it in death from which the next step is revealed in our journey? Is that next step a heaven for the good or faithful, and a hell for the bad or wicked? Or is that just a construct to provide a method of comfort for those that live the good life, and a nagging thought and fear for those who live the bad life, for not living in the ways that others don't agree with? No, it surely cannot work that way, can it? We certainly cannot choose what happens to us in the next stage after this life is over, and our forms revert back to the basic elements to which we formed from. Some who briefly died and came back from the experience have came to say that they felt and were overwhelmed by the most intense feeling of love. As if the other side, or the next step after we part ways from this form, is loving and welcoming of you. But there were others which have said different, that they didn't experience anything when they passed and came back. Personally, we as humans will never know what will happen to us after we stop existing in this current physical form. We can try to guess or assume what will happen next, either that be guided by religious beliefs, spiritual, or even being scientifically driven in nature. But life is certainly different, unique, and rare. We have choices in this life. Everything we do now determines how it goes. We all influence each other's life to how it goes in some way, either in small or in major ways. I do not wish to live in fear or guided by fear, nor with hate and anger. It doesn't help us in the end, because these emotions can destroy more lives than it would trying to save them. I've often pondered that if I could manipulate the direction in which our entire existence were to head towards it would be in the direction to which it sustains the existence to this physical form into the future, while providing this form an opportunity to continue to evolve and grow into something even more complex and beautiful. At the same time, treating other life forms with love and respect, as so they too can live on, just as we would want ourselves to. Other life forms may not be able to think in the exact ways that we do in all aspects, but it doesn't mean that they will never be able to evolve and share conscious thought, such as to be self-aware of their own existence and to then be capable to seek and question their existence and existence in general for all things, as we often do ourselves. At the most basic level, to live is to survive, yes, and that can mean other life forms can evolve and grow into something that can provide something truly unique for us, for what we can't with ourselves, and vice versa. Just as the trees and plants provide us the oxygen we need to breathe, and we provide it the CO2 it needs to live. A harmony and necessity in each other, a kind of balance, perhaps a form of universal love that is beyond our traditional understanding of what we believe love is to be. A love between life forms, and we can provide it in a unique way that benefits other kinds of life, just as they can for us, consciously or not, for which we may not understand now, but one day.